What's going on, everybody? My name is Jeremiah Vegan. My name is Jeremiah Vegan. My name is Jeremiah Vegan. Did I mention my name is Jeremiah Vegan? I'm your host that does the most. As you can see, this is the place where you need to be. I'm a social media strategist, and I run a digital marketing agency called JeremiahVegan.com, where we help solopreneurs, personal brands, and small businesses with lead generating, and we manage your social media accounts. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to get speaking engagements. All right. Now, you don't have to necessarily be a public speaker to get speaking engagements necessarily. You can simply be doing speaking engagements to bring awareness to your business, to your organization, whatever the case may be. And it is a very simple, straightforward way on how you can actually get speaking engagements. And I'm going to talk to you guys about how to do it. This is going to be very, very beneficial for you guys. So you make sure that you are subscribed, because I talk about how to generate leads in LinkedIn with LinkedIn, and I also teach you what I do. I teach you what I do so you can be more familiar with what I do and how I can actually help you if you don't feel like doing this yourself. All right, so this is how you land speaking engagements. Okay, so the first thing that I want to go over is a blog. Okay, I'm gonna reference a blog. This is from thespeakerlab.com. It is one of my favorite blogs right now. This guy Grant does a really good job of explaining how to actually become a successful speaker, and I'm going to reference some of the tips that he provided. I'm not going to go too much into depth, but I'm going to go over some tips, and I'm going to give some demonstrations of how you can actually land gigs and stuff like that, right? I'm going to do some demos for you guys. So this is going to be a little lengthy video, but it's going to be very, very rich when it comes to the information that I'll be giving out. So the first thing that we want to do is go over the first step that you want to do before you even look to get speaking engagements. First, you need to understand who your target audience is. I always say that. When I used to consult, I used to tell people in the session that you always need to know who your target audience is. Just because and this is another thing, just because you narrow down who you target doesn't mean that you can't do business with other people in other industries. A lot of people think that just because I say narrow down your audience, or just because someone says you might want to make sure who your target audience is, doesn't mean that you can't just target everybody. I get that all the time, but they're like, no, I want to apply this to everybody. I don't want to just work with one person. It's okay. McDonald's don't just sell burgers and fries. They sell other stuff too. I don't like McDonald's, but they sell other stuff as well, right? So be specific. Most speakers want paid speaking gigs, but aren't very specific with what type of gigs, venues, or the audience they want to speak to. Do you want a small venue with highly engaged people? Do you want to speak at conferences, nonprofits, local or global? Do you want to speak to business professionals, colleges, churches? The list is endless. So you want to make sure that you're specific, right? The next thing that they go over is using agent. All right. If you're not familiar with agent, I'm going to give you a demo later on in this video, but it is essentially a website that actually aggregates all of the conferences that people are having where you can potentially speak at. All right, and he kind of talks about it under this section right here. Number 2. What if there was a tool that gave you a list of events you could speak at in your industry and the contact information for each event, and it told you how to get them to book you as a speaker? Would it be cool? Wouldn't that be cool, right? Well, now that tool exists. You can use Agent to find your next speaking gig in less than 30 seconds. It gives you a list of 1,000 different conferences, all categorized by genre, size, and date. And even better, it includes the contact information for the event or point person, so it's easy for you to reach out to them. The next thing that you can do is Google. Obviously, Google is the #1 search engine in the world. As a new or seasoned speaker, you can use Google. You'll want to search realistic places and events you'll like to speak at before you go shooting for the stars. Wanting to share a stage with Oprah is a great goal, but let's be realistic, okay? So he kind of goes over that, and I'm going to go to the next one. And one thing that you can do as an example, he has an example of he has Tennessee Dentist Conference. So basically what you do is, say for example you're a dentist, right? And you want to bring more awareness to your practice, or you just want to get paid to speak because you're familiar with the dentist industry, because that is what you do, right? You could just simply type in your area that you want to pursue, or the local area that you're in, and you could type in Tennessee Dentist Conference. Now you may not be a dentist watching this, but if you so you just would apply this to you, whatever niche you're in. If you're like a personal trainer or something like that, you can type in personal trainer, Dallas, Texas, personal trainer conference or something like that, Dallas, Texas, and see what comes up. Or business coaching conference or something like that, whatever the case may be. Just type in whatever area you're in and put in the conference if you want to go that route. And if you actually go to the bottom, you can actually see stuff that's related to to whatever you Google. And I'm going to kind of go over this part because this is very, very important. Notice the big national conferences are at the top. Don't go all hot dog straight away, my little grasshopper. Scroll down a bit and look for the smaller local conferences that would love to have someone from their own backyard give a great talk. And you want to know the secret Google? You want to know the secret to Google? Scroll all the way to the bottom and you will see searches related to Tennessee dentist conferences. So what you can do is you can actually Google conferences in your area, because conferences 9 times out of 10 are the people who hire speakers the most. So you don't really have to work as hard as far as convincing people to book you as a speaker, because conferences have already booked speakers before in the past. So you can, like I said, you can Google certain keywords that apply to your niche, and you can take the information from the websites that come up and you can put it into a spreadsheet, which we're going to talk about later on in this video. And you can do that, and then you can also scroll to the bottom, which he recommends, where you can actually get a smaller audience. You can get in contact with the smaller audience and get more recommendations of places that you can actually that you can look to speak at as well. As you can see, Music City Dental Conference in Nashville, Dental Summit, all of this cool stuff, right? So a lot of good information that you can do if you simply Google, do some data entry, scroll to the bottom, do some more data entry, and you want to prospect. So the first thing that you always want to do to get speaking engagements and stuff like that is prospect. Find out who your target audience is, right? Next thing you want to do is you want to prospect. Find the areas that you want to speak at in your area or wherever you want to go at. Find them, put it onto a spreadsheet, and then after you have about 20, maybe 30, maybe even more on the spreadsheet, the next week or the next day, you can actually then reach out to those people that you accumulated information for. The next thing that you want to do is you want to go to Google and you want to type in agent growth tools. I go to Google because it's simpler that way. So I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to type in agent growth tools, assuming you know what Google is. It's the first thing that comes up. This is what I was talking to you guys about earlier. So Agent is a platform that aggregates all of the conferences and gives you the person who is putting together the conferences, right? So you obviously want to create an account. So let me sign out so you guys can have I'm already signed in, but let me sign out so you guys can actually see, right? So you want to actually, once you go to Agent, let me go back. So I'm going to type in Agent Growth Tools. I'm gonna click on Agent Growth Tools. I'm gonna put that email in there. Personally, I want to get more leads, whatever. So I don't mind them having my email. So I put in the email. Then what you can do is you can go to log in, create an account. If you don't already have one, you can obviously do that. Yeah, sign up. You want to sign up and create an account. All right, once you log in, you will see a list of the events. And right up top, you're going to see event search. And under event search, you're going to see filter. So what you can do is you can type in, you can find events that are nationally, that are international, or local, right? National, international, or local. So what you can do is you can actually click on the event type. So anything that's relevant towards your niche. So as you can see, they have several categories that you can choose from based on whatever event that you are interested in speaking at or that you're interested in going to. So you have the food and beverage, entrepreneur, fitness trainers, hospitality, leadership events, MLM, business owners, realtors, sales training, advertising, faith-based, health and wellness, insurance, medical, online marketing, parents and family, restaurants, teachers. All of these categories you can choose from where you can speak at based on what your expertise are. So for the sake of this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on business owners. Since I'm in a B2B niche, let's mess with business owners. So right here, this is what came up. Like I said, you can go to local and you can type in local, which I recommend if you're just starting to type in local and just see what's in your area. All right, you can go based on your zip code. Sometimes you may not have things that came up. Oh, something came up. So they have these things that come up monthly. They have these things that come up monthly that would apply in the Charlotte area or in the Charlotte area. So you can put in your zip code and you can come up with all these events. This is awesome. I didn't even notice because last time I looked, nothing came up. So this is awesome. So as you can see right here, they'll show you the estimated audience, and then what you can do is you can save if you see an event that you're interested in, you can save. You can always go back to it, and once you save it, you'll hear that noise. Right? And then once you save, it'll go under save gigs and you can always go back to it. So now what you can do is you could look at the details of each event. So once you click on this one, you'll see like it'll be highlighted right here. If you go over to the right, it'll give you an event description on what that event is. So look for what event that you will more than likely be interested in, and by the title and stuff like that, and based on the area. And then you can scroll over to the right and you can look at the event description. Tells you the estimated audience, tells you the location, tells you the date. Sometimes it can be a one-time thing, it could be a monthly thing, it could be a weekly thing, depending on the organizer. So local chambers of commerce are a great way to get reps in speaking, refine your talk, and meet numbers of your community. They are typically small audiences of 10 plus people. Speaking opportunities include speaking at regular meetings to being featured at networking events and blah, blah, blah. So really cool opportunity. And this is something, if you're interested in this, what you can do is you can click on a link. And then what you can do is you could scroll to the bottom and get the information. As you can see right here, you can get that information. You got the email, that got your phone number. And then what you can do is you can take that information and you can put it into a spreadsheet. So I use Google. You can use Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, or you can use Google Spreadsheets. I like to use Google Spreadsheets. It's already on the cloud. It automatically saves. Make sure that you are saving. Make sure you have backup. Make sure you have all your information backed up. So if something were to happen to the Google-based cloud, you will always have access to that information. Just a disclaimer. And then what I'm going to do is, let me find a good place. Another window, because I want to show you guys from scratch. All right. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to Drive. And then I'm going to create a spreadsheet. So I'm going to go to Spreadsheet. I already created one, but you can also, just in case you guys haven't heard of Spreadsheets, you can just go to, once you log into the Drive or whatever, you can just type in new. You can go to Google Sheets. And you can create one that way. I keep everything organized. I keep a folder for everything. So I got it in my Spreadsheets folder. And what you can do is, I'm going to title this because it's going to bother me. Speaking outreach. That's what I'm going to name it. And then what you can do is you can take the information that you get from the events from agent, and then just take the information and put it on the spreadsheet. So you're going to put all of them in the spreadsheet. Once you have a good amount of people to target, then you can do outreach. Never find events and then reach out to them, because you're going to decrease your productivity that way if you were to do it yourself. All right. So like I said, what you can do is once you go to agent, find what event that you are interested in. It's going to redirect you to that person's website. And then you can look for that. You can find that information, take that information, go to the spreadsheet. Sorry, I'm trying to find a window. I got too many windows up. And then what I have it organized by colors and by different titles. So I got name of org, so the name of the organization, venue. You can put either today's date or the date of the venue if you want to do it that way. If it's monthly, then you can just put whatever you want to put. All right, this is just to give you guys an example. Everything is up to you. I have the name of the organization, the venue, the date, the email, the phone number. I even have the decision maker here, and I even have like a field for the address if I want to put in the address. I'm not the most experienced with spreadsheets. I typically have my assistant do this, but I really wanted to give you guys an example on what it is that you can do, and let you know the opportunities that you have and the systems that you can implement so you can get the leads that you want to get if you want to be doing some speaking engagements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the email, right? I'm going to go to the email section because we already got the email. Boom, I got the email. And then I can take the phone number if the phone number is there. And if I see the name of the person who I need to contact, I will put that in there as well. I'll create a space for that. I'll put the name of the organization in there as well. I got a fly on my computer. I got to get rid of that. So air script, it looks like it's the name of the organization. I can't copy and paste that for some reason, so I'll just put so I will have to manually put that in there. ACC Christoph. So we'll put that in there. Christoph, and we can put in monthly because it showed that it's a monthly thing that they do. And then you go on to the next one. Let me actually put up my windows here so you guys can see. I got a lot of windows up. So now I'll go back and I'll see what else event that I can look into. All right. Matthews Chamber of Commerce. So let's look into details for that. So I click on that, find the details. It tells me a little bit about what it is. It tells me the estimated audience is this. What I can do is I can click on that link if I'm interested in this description. And then boom, right up at the top, they redirected me to the site. I got that information. Once again, I can look at to the bottom because a lot of the times that information is at the bottom of the site. I can take the email, which is the most important to me. You can actually do cold calls if you want, but I like to do emails. It's more automated. It's quicker that way, and I can have people do it pretty easily. So boom, I'll take the email. Oh, you know what? Oops, I got this at the wrong spot. This here. Boom. We'll exit out of this because we don't need that anymore. We're gonna take the we're gonna really take the phone number as well. I like to have the phone number. Any information you feel like you need or you would like to need, you can do that. And I got some more some more tips for you guys as well that you guys are really going to enjoy. This is rich information right here because it's power in numbers. The more you do this, the more times you reach out to people, the chances of you getting those landing engagements is going to increase. It's a free way to get leads, okay? Now I can take the, if I want, I can take the address if I want that, but I don't really need the email address, but or not the email address, the regular address, but I'll just put that in there. All right. And then what I can do is so that gives you an example of what you can do. So you can do about 20 of these. You can stack a list full of that, full of these. And then the next day or the next week, however long it takes you, then you can do the outreach where you can reach out to people. Make sure your script is good. I'm not going to go over the scripts in this video, but you want to make sure that your scripts are good and make sure they're short and straight to the point. A lot of people have a tendency to spam and be really aggressive when they're looking to get speaking engagements. They talk about themselves a lot. They over talk about themselves. They give them like a long email about why they're so good and just brag about themselves. You want to create a script to where you can get a response first so you can build a rapport with them. You don't want to come across as spam. You want to create your scripts in a way that is conversational. Now, if you don't know how to do this, if you're not good at writing copy, you don't have the time to write the copy, you're not interested in writing copy, you want to work on your business instead of in your business, you can hire us to do it for you. You can go to jeremiahvega.com, give us a call or book a time to speak with either me or my assistant May, and we can go over doing this for you. Where for like $150 a month, we'll aggregate so many emails for you and do the outreach for you. Or you can hire someone yourself. You can even show them this video. Show them this video. Show them exactly what we need to, what you would need them to do. And then that way you won't have to say anything. You can just say, watch this video. He tells you how to do it. And then you can hire like somebody off of Fiverr.com, like a freelancer or a virtual assistant off Upwork or freelancer.com, and just have them look at this. And then you could have them do the work for you, okay? So you can work on your business. Not saying that they're less than, but you need a team to make your business worth it. And it's not that expensive to get a VA. It's not that expensive. A lot of people think it's expensive. $50, you can have them do like a task like this, and you know, whatever the case may be. We can do it for you consistently on a monthly basis if you want, or you can test us out, try one time, and we can go from there. But you can do this. You can definitely do this. So I think that covers everything. Just to give you guys an example, I did this. One more thing that I want to leave you guys with though. Another thing that you can do is that you can go to Gig Salad. Actually, one of my partners, partner of mine, he's a comedian, and he gets a lot of his gigs off of Gig Salad. So you want to go to Gig Salad. You can Google that. And Gig Salad is a place where people can book talent at. So if you're a speaker, if you do weddings, if you're a face painter, if you twist balloons, if you're a bartender, if you're a DJ, if you're a photographer, if you're a musician, or if you do other things like event services, putting together weddings, or if you're an entertainer of some sort, people go on here and they look for people like that. One thing that they also look for is speakers. So if you want to be a speaker, if somebody were to book a speaker, they could just type in speakers. And look, you can already see business motivational speaker and different kind of speakers. And then you can also list yourself in Gig Salad as well. Gig Salad allows you to have you can make a video, you can post your little video. She has like a this is her profile, and this is local, right? You can type in local or wherever area you're in. And as you can see, she has you can contact her for rates, her contact information. You can go, you can get information that way from her to get a quote. You can look at her reviews. You can check out her bio, what she's about, what she stands for, some of her influences, her setup requirements. So you can do this for you if you're interested in that. So hopefully that covers everything. I know this is a little bit lengthy, but I covered a lot of information and I gave demonstrations on what you can do. And what you can do, by the way, what you can do when you have all of your once you do your prospecting, what you can do is you can actually take all of this information like this spreadsheet, and you can upload it to a drip email campaign like woodpecker.co or Mailshake, and you can actually send these you can send all of these emails out yourself, kind of on an automated level, on an automated level. And make sure that you're not spamming, all right? Because for some reason, everybody think cold emailing is like so unethical or stuff like that. They have their email there for a reason. They're putting together conferences, B2B. You're in a B2B niche. You're looking for people to put together these events. You're looking to speak at these events. They're obviously looking for people to speak at these events. So it's not bad if you are inquiring about these type of services. It's just a right and a wrong way to do it. A lot of people are very rude and it's very me-centered when they're reaching out to these people. But you can simply fill out this spreadsheet, upload it to cold email software, and you can send them out as cold emails, and you can automate your business that way as well. So send your script, it will go out, and it would, from my understanding, it will send out those emails every 2 minutes. Our department here at Jeremiah Vegan does that. All right. We will, I have a team that actually does that. So go to jeremiahvegan.com, $150 a month. We'll do all of this for you. Go there right now, jeremiahvegan.com, if you don't want to do this yourself. But I really want to help you. So hopefully you can do this yourself, or you can have someone like me do it for you. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Sorry it's long. Cover a lot of information. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.